Even in my darkness, the sunshine. Even after midnight, the sunrise. Even when I'm down, I'ma get mine. Get mine. The sun will shine again. The sun will shine again. The sun will shine again. The sun will shine again.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Randy, and welcome back to another episode of the On Edge podcast. So today, I want to talk about you. I want to talk about focusing on yourself and quit focusing on everyone else, because a lot of people neglect themselves. I've done it. We've all done it. I'm sure it's something that happens a lot. So I started On Edge Films back in 2014, summer 2014, and since I've started my brand, all I did was focus on other people's brands. I put everyone's brand before my own, and a lot of that was low self-esteem. I didn't believe in On Edge. I felt like I needed these people to succeed and to move on. So I spent a lot of time focusing on other people's brands. They asked me to join their team. I joined their team. I put On Edge on the back burner. They was like, hey, help me with this project. I put my project on the back burner. And I've done this for 5 years straight. And helping people isn't a bad thing. But when you help people so much, you forget to help yourself, then it starts to become somewhat of a problem. Because I didn't get the things that I should have gotten because I lost opportunities, putting other people first, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, and it was 5 years. I feel like I wasted 5 years, to be honest with you. And not every partnership that you go into is a healthy partnership. It's okay to partner up with someone. It's okay to have a team, have a partner there, a business partner, whatever, but not every partnership is a healthy partnership. It could be a bad partnership. And a lot of times where we go wrong is we don't do contracts. We don't do anything on paper. Instead, when we do a project with somebody, whether it's a feature film, a short film, a music project, or whatever, we just do it off of buddy. We're homies, so let me do this project with you, and I got your word, you got my word, so there's no paperwork. So you get months down the line doing a project and somebody doesn't do what they promise. Like, I don't fulfill my end of the deal or vice versa. And then we go back and say, well, you said you're going to do this. And I'm like, I didn't say that, but I did or whatever. But if we had a contract, we can go back to the contract and say, well, in this contract, you said that you would do A, B, and C, and I would do the rest, or blah, blah, however you do it. So it's important to have contracts. And as creators, we just want to create. We forget the legal side of things and the business side of things, that we just like, you know what, I'm just going to put out a dope product. And then the project is finished, and then this person put the project out, and they're making money off the project, and you're not getting anything. Again, no paperwork, you're lost. And sometimes it is okay to say no. Moving on to my next point. It is okay to say no. You don't have to say yes to everything. And that was my problem. When somebody asked me to help them with a project, they was like, hey, help me with this or join my team. I said yes to everything, just about. And I said yes to free work that I shouldn't have done. I said yes to paid work that I shouldn't have done. I said yes to things that I had no business saying yes to. I'm shooting gigs, I'm shooting videos and stuff, doing projects that stress me out to no end. And I'm like, why did I do this job? But I already committed to it when I should have said no. Again, every paycheck isn't a good paycheck. Yeah, it was getting money, but no, sometimes you would do 1,000 hours of work for $100, and it's like, okay, you basically made $2 an hour. That's what it feels like. So not every paycheck is a good paycheck. Say no sometimes. Say no to a lot of these things. And you have to always protect your energy. That's important. Let's stay right there for a minute. always protect your energy, protect your vibe, especially as a content creator, because what you create is a reflection of yourself. I believe that. And you want to protect your energy because for me personally, if my energy isn't right, I can't produce good content. And that's just the truth. If my energy is off, then uh, the project is off. Sometimes I won't do a YouTube video when my energy is way off because I feel like that energy can translate through the camera to my viewers. And I don't want to put out bad energy. So if I'm having a bad day or a bad moment and I'm supposed to do a video or I'm supposed to record a podcast, I won't do it if my energy is way off. If I feel some type of way, I'm going to postpone it and move on. Now that's different when you have client work. You have a gig, I have a video shoot on such and such day at this time. There I have to do it. There's no way out of that. So then it's kind of tricky. Then you have to learn how to shift your energy a little bit, but always protect your energy. If you're around somebody with bad vibes and bad energy, get away from that person as soon as you can. If you can't get away from that person, then find a way to let your good energy be a bigger influence than their negative energy. There's been situations where I was around negative people all the time, and I had to constantly be overly positive, overly jolly, overly happy, so they it can be contagious, and they ended up having good energy overall. So, and again, when I say protect your energy, keep your ideas to yourself, because a lot of times when you putting out ideas to everyone, a couple things can happen. One, your idea can get stolen. Two, their bad energy can throw off your plans. Like I'm saying, hey, I'm planning my podcast. If I would have told everyone in the world I was doing a podcast, hey, I'm playing a podcast. I've been playing this podcast for over a year, and I've mentioned it on my YouTube channel several times, but I never really went into detail with it. I never told anybody what it was about or what it was going to be. I told a few people, close friends, my wife, and stuff like that. But if I would have told everyone my ideas, this is my idea for the podcast, this is who I'm targeting, this is what I'm doing, someone's bad energy could be like, well, don't do that. That's stupid. And they could have took me off track of what I wanted to do. But yeah, keep your successes and stuff to yourself. Let your work speak for you. Keep it all to yourself. So yeah, again, like I said, your energy is the most important thing ever. So focus on yourself. And a big thing that a lot of us do, creative people, not even creative people, but just people in general, we are people pleasers. We like to please other people. When we put out a piece of art, a piece of work, whatever, we want people to love it. We want people to like it. We don't want people to have negative vibes like, oh, this is dumb. The short film you put out was garbage. The song you put out sucks. All this stuff. And I can see how that can throw you off on not creating again. But you have to do what makes you happy. And again, you have to do what makes you happy. Don't do what other people want you to do. And there's so many cases to where your parents tell you, well, don't be a YouTuber, or don't be an artist, don't be a creator, be a doctor, be a law enforcement officer, be whatever. A lot of people live for their parents, and that alone can cause depression. That can cause unhappiness. So you have to do what you want to do. You have to do what makes you happy. And again, we're people pleasers. We want to please everybody, and I was like that. My whole entire life, I wanted to please everybody else. Every decision that I made was to please everyone else, was to please my friends, my family, people I look up to, was to please my church family. I had to please my pastor. I had to please the pastor's wife. I had to make everyone around me happy. So every decision that I made was to make everyone happy. So when I started to make decisions to make me happy, when I started to make decisions that I wanted to make that will better my mood and my life, I lost a lot of friends. And maybe they weren't friends then, but I lost a lot of people because I decided to be a Randy pleaser over a people pleaser. So even when I decided to say no to a lot of these partnerships, I broke off a lot of partnerships with a lot of people. I don't talk to a lot of these people anymore. I don't work with these people anymore. Um, I hope there is no bad blood. I have no bad blood with these people. I mean, I have no bad blood with anybody. I made peace with everybody. Honestly, I don't care, to be blunt. If I want to be 100% blunt, I just really don't care what your opinion of me is. And I had to adopt that philosophy. Like, your opinion of me means absolutely nothing, in all honesty. What I want to do on my YouTube channel, my podcast, what I want to do in my household, with my family, what I want to do in my life is me. The only person that I have to consult is God and my wife, to be completely honest with you. I don't have to consult with anybody else. If my wife is happy with it and if it aligns with the plan that the Creator has for me, then everyone else is unimportant. Your opinion to me about me means absolutely nothing. So, and when I started to adopt this philosophy, when I started to get this mentality where you don't matter, you of course you matter as a person, but when your opinion of me doesn't matter, I became so happy. And that's when it was just like a weight just lifted off my shoulders. And I'm just like, I'm doing me. I'm living my best life. I'm living my life for me and my family. What you got going on, that's great. I don't care. But like I said, protect your energy, focus on you. And yeah. And if this podcast was helpful, if you enjoyed this podcast, check out the other podcast episodes and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment. Let's talk about it, man. I want to hear your story. And if you're interested on being on the podcast, definitely reach out to me. I would love to talk to you guys. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Much love. You guys have a blessed week.
Will shine again. The sun will shine again. The sun will shine.